South America's humanitarian crisis continues. A sea of Venezuelans stood for hours on Peru's northern border with Ecuador. Many had traveled thousands of miles through Colombia and Ecuador, hitching rides by bus or even by foot. All clamor to enter the country before the end of Wednesday in order to be eligible for a temporary residency permit.
From the 1st of November, all Venezuelans who cross into Peru will have a tourist visa with a maximum stay of 133 days.
The restriction comes just weeks after actor Angelina Jolie, the UN Special Envoy for Refugees, visited Peru to oversee the crisis. She spoke to Venezuelan migrants and thanked Peru's President Martín Vizcarra for his country's welcome. But speaking to the foreign press, President Vizcarra said Peru could not continue to offer residency.
We have something like 500,000 Venezuelans, so we have to look for a balance between our attitude of solidarity and the real possibility of giving them the attention they need alongside our fellow Peruvians. So we can't say the residency permit will continue indefinitely, no.
As the number of Venezuelans in Peru has surged to close to 500,000, the government moved the deadline from the end of the year to the end of October. As thousands of Venezuelans race to Peru's northern border to beat the visa deadline, many more here in the capital, Lima, are battling red tape in order to get hold of one of the coveted residency permits before this lifeline disappears altogether. Here they queue to get the required Interpol check for the application. The temporary residency permit allows Venezuelans to legally live, work and study in the country.
We are sad because if they don't let them in, they will have to return to Venezuela or stay in Ecuador.
With around 1 million Venezuelans, neighboring Colombia has closed its doors, as has smaller Ecuador. In Peru, although there are some tensions, the mostly young Venezuelans have managed to survive, finding low-paid jobs in the country's largely informal economy.
My experience here in Peru has been very pleasant. The people were warm, and in spite of the fact I'm not in my country, I felt very comfortable.
As Venezuela's oil-based economy has slumped further into recession, the UN says nearly 2 million Venezuelans have left since 2015. 90% of those people remain in South America. Dan Collins, CGTN, Lima.